Have you been getting ridiculed by your own friends over your low kill count? Have you been feeling like you're the squad's designated sample collector? Are you wanting to eradicate all bugs and become John Helldiver himself? If you answered yes to any of those questions, this video is for you. I guarantee that this loadout I'm going to show you will make you the strongest bug killing machine. First, I'm going to quickly show you my armory and weaponry that I carry to each one of my missions. My favorite loadout currently is the Breaker Incendiary Shotgun, the Grenade Pistol, and just a regular frag grenade. The good news about this build is that all the weaponry is highly interchangeable. In the grand scheme of things, I like the Breaker because it gets rid of birds really easily. I like the Grenade Pistol because it gives me the much needed grenades to close more bug holes. And for a grenade, I just like the regular frag. The Incendiary Grenade would be a good substitute if that's what you would rather bring. Since Liberation Day, there's been a game-changing new armor set. You can now equip a set of armor that you take a 50% chance not to die when taking lethal damage. Now that armor set is just busted, but what I used before, all it really did is just gave me 2 more grenades. And I could self-remedy my grenade shortage by just equipping the Grenade Pistol, which I think is highly essential if you take the new armor set. Now you must be wondering what stratagems I use. Obviously, when you're dealing with a lot of bugs, you have to deal with a lot of the small bugs. Now the small bugs are the biggest issue for me currently in this build, minus Bile Titans. Those are a different problem. So to counteract that, I bring the Guard Dog Rover. Rover is very good at getting rid of small bugs. If he has to go up against a big bug, he sucks. He's just the worst. Another upside of using Rover is that he will depending on where the laser is pointing at, you might be able to tell if there's a bug behind you so you don't just get stabbed in the back quite literally. Secondly, to go with the Rover, I recommend the Arc Thrower. Just the ability of the Arc Thrower to latch onto multiple targets, although it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, is super useful for getting rid of bug hordes. Also, if you're going to use the Arc Thrower, please get circuit expansion from the engineering bay. Makes a huge difference being able to jump to 4 enemies instead of 3, I believe. One major downside of this build is that you do not have a lot of anti-tank. In fact, my only anti-tank, like anti-charger, anti-Bile Titan weapon, is the autocannon. The autocannon in itself is very good at getting rid of chargers and Bile Titans. However, it often does not lock onto them. So if you're going to use this build, it's best to have somebody on your squad with anti-tank, which seems to be a highly prioritized item to bring along with missions at the moment. The last stratagem I bring in order to make me the strongest Helldiver in the squad is the Orbital Napalm Barrage. It sets up a giant area on fire, it kills chargers and anything below it. It cannot kill Bile Titans, and it can definitely not kill Impalers. Maybe if you get really lucky and it sits in there for a while, but I doubt it. The placement of the Napalm Barrage is super important, and now that we're through all the boring parts, I'll finally show you how to use all this stuff together in order to make you the strongest Helldiver on the field. Once you dive in, you obviously want to call down your Arc Thrower and Rover. You want to go find, for example, this big group of hunters. Use my Breaker to get rid of them. Now normally these hunters are almost always going to call in a bug breach, especially on level 10 missions which I play. When a bug breach happens, I would normally throw my napalm on it if I had it off the cooldown, but I don't at the moment. So throw down the autocannon to just give you assisting fire, mostly in case if there's a lot of chargers or Bile Titans that spawn. For whatever weird reason, there hasn't been that many. Now, people have been saying the napalm is busted because you can just throw it on a bug breach, you can go pour yourself a cup of tea or coffee, you come back, the bug breach is gone, and you're perfectly alive. And I fully agree with that statement. A lot of time when there's a big bug breach, I throw it down, come back about 5 minutes later, no bugs left. I think it needs to be balanced a little bit, but I mean, it helps me a lot with getting numbers. As you can see, I just got an easy 71 killing spree with just this stuff. No napalm included. Once you get to the more heavy stuff, you have to rely on your allies to get rid of it though. That's a major downside of this build. You will not have the necessary anti-tank to get rid of everything. Now, as a Bile Titan is spawned in, it's best to focus your time on the other objectives. Leave it to your team. To properly use the Arc Thrower, you're going to want to let it fully charge up and just let it release. And maintain about a mid-range distance You can obviously get a lot closer than this, and it does work actually pretty well up close. But I hate dealing with the hunters up close because they jump on you. Even when you have Rover helping you out, sometimes Rover is just not enough to kill all of the hunters. So it's best to maintain a mid-distance. The arc thrower also has the added benefit of keeping chargers stunned. Now I'm not going to waste your time with how long it took me to kill this charger, but I was definitely here firing away at it, keeping it stunned and locked for about 40 seconds with the arc thrower. It's very doable to kill him, it's just not very practical. By the time I'd have my squad mate fire a spear at it, well, I have it locked and stunned, but I didn't get as lucky here. The last stratagem, the napalm barrage, is very easy to use. Wait till you find a bug breach, call on the stratagem, throw it on the bug breach, win it life. Napalm is extremely overpowered right now, and I'm sure it still will be in the near future to kill bugs. Most of the time when I throw it, I will literally go fuck off and do something else in the meantime. Obviously with the arc thrower, you can always stay here and fight at a longer range to get even more kills. Using this build correctly will always land you top kills on your squad. I personally guarantee it.
Oh, that
shit.
when you landed on me.
Welcome aboard.
He had so many kills.
Orbit synchronized.
You guys suck. What are you waiting for? Get out there, Helldiver. Make sure to leave a comment if you have any questions about this build, or if you have any suggestions you could put in it to make it even stronger. I also would like to hear more from you guys about what you dive with personally to deal with these bug bastards. And with that said, this will be the end of the video, so we'll see you next time.